Since 1987, Habitat for Humanity has been helping people in the Greater Albuquerque area build and purchase homes. They're not only giving people a place to live, but they're providing a stable foundation that'll benefit families for years to come. Here with us today are Beth Goldman, the Director of Resource Development for Habitat's local chapter, and Mireya Dominguez, who along with her husband and the good people at Habitat, they built their own home 12 years ago, where they and their 3 children now live. Beth, Mireya, thank you so much for coming.
Good morning.
Yes. Now, Mireya, please tell us, how did you find out about Habitat for Humanity?
Well, you know, actually one day I was taking my son to school, and his teacher knew that we wanted to move from the area because, you know, there had been a lot of violence and shootings and everything, and we lived like a block away from a nightclub, so you could just imagine. Every weekend it was just terrible. And she actually gave me a flyer that said Habitat for Humanity, and she told me, you know, to go ahead and find out, you know, if we could be candidates for that program, because she thought we would. And surely I took the flyer, I read it. As I was reading it, I couldn't believe it, you know, that you could, you know, do hours helping build your own home. And that was like, really, is this too good to be true? But surely the next month they had an orientation, and my husband and I and the kids attended, and from there we started, and thank God we were able to have a house now, and you know, Habitat has been just great.
It's fantastic. That's wonderful, and I love the good work that they're doing. Now tell me, what was your living situation like when you found out this great news that you all have been accepted?
Well, you know, we used to live in 1-bedroom, you know, down in the southeast area, you know, where pretty much apartments, you know, all over the place, and the kids, you know, they didn't have a place where they could play. We didn't have, you know, enough space for anything. And it was pretty tough for all of us, you know, to be in a 1-bedroom, and pretty much, you know, the situation with the landlords and the neighbors, you know, sometimes, you know, they are not who you think they are. So, you know, it was pretty bad at that time.
So you have a cramped living space, you have a dangerous neighborhood, you have a shady landlord. That's got to be tough. And I've been in education. I know how the family stresses of life get down on the kids. So tell me, what was it like for your kids to move into their own home?
You know, it was a blessing, like everybody else. When you buy something new, you know, and especially the kids, you know, when they really want something, they are, you know, for days, you know, months, even after a year, knowing I have a house, you know, before saying, oh, well, we're moving to this apartment, to this other apartment. Now they say, I have a house, you know, and they know they're going to be there forever, you know, and they could have pets, and they could, you know, have friends over. I mean, it's just wonderful. Beth,
tell us about some of the other projects Habitat Humanity is working on.
We're working on a 7-family project right now on Townsend Avenue, and 2 of the houses just got finished in this summer, and the families moved in, and the other 2 are under construction, and the families are hoping to move in by Christmas, and then the remaining 3 will happen at the beginning of next year. And we have major sponsors for that whole project, which are Lowe's Home Improvement and Wells Fargo. And then we have individual people who are also contributing. One of the homes is going to be sponsored by community churches and synagogues and congregations. It's called the Interfaith House, and Habitat's a Christian-based organization, and doing something like this that integrates all of the community is pretty exciting to us, and it's nice. It takes us $100,000 basically for each house.
Okay, and I want to thank you all for coming on to the show and just talking about some necessities of life and people coming together, interfaith organizations, community coming together to build homes. It's absolutely fantastic. Beth Goldman, Mireya Dominguez, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Thank
you. And for everybody, we want to give you information about how you can pledge to text to Habitat for Humanity and this great cause. Grab your cell phone, text 41444, and in your message you write RAISE, the dollar amount, no decimal points, just a straight dollar amount, a space, and your name. Then you press send. Just like that, it's nice and easy. You can donate and help out a fantastic cause. Habitat for Humanity in the Greater Albuquerque area, building over 147 homes in the past 27 years. For more information, go to habitatabq.org. That's habitatabq.org, or call 505-265-0057.